So it looks like Danielle Smith, the Premier of Alberta, is not a big fan of our new Prime Minister, Mark Carney. So let's have a look here. It's the 48-second clip, and we'll talk about it after.
How do you feel about being mocked by the Prime Minister of Canada and Liberal leaders, which he did, I believe, in Victoria, bringing your name up and the name of Premier Ford, but more so yourself, and making you the butt of jokes during the campaign?
Well, I've noticed this with progressive men, how much they talk about how much they support women until they meet a strong conservative woman. And so this is a pretty consistent type of approach that I've seen, not only from the current Prime Minister, but the former one as well. And the attitude is, sit down and shut up. Well, I don't shut up. I make sure that Albertans know exactly how I feel about issues, and I'm going to continue advocating on behalf of my province, whether he likes it or not.
Wow. Strong words. Now, what would make her say something like that, right? Danielle Smith is usually, calm and collected. She was calm and collected there, but she's not really one to hurl insults. And by the way, that was a good one. So-called, quote-unquote, progressive men. That's an interesting term. Well, here's why Premier Danielle Smith decided to take a shot at Mark Carney, because he kind of mocked her. So let's have a look at this, and then we'll talk about this as well.
We're fighting the Americans in the pocketbook. We have retaliatory tariffs on them. We just hit them again in the auto sector. We're fighting them on Fox News, which is what they understand. We're sending Doug Ford onto Fox News to show them that we're not messing around up here. And we're going to send Danielle next. Maybe we won't send her. Maybe we'll send Danielle. No, maybe we won't. We won't send Danielle. We're going to keep her. No, keep her. No, that's a bad idea.
Who's laughing that hard?
Strike that. Just ignore that back there.
Just ignore that. A bad idea. Yeah, all your ideas are bad, except for the times that you copy Pierre Poilievre. So yeah, that's just another bad idea from Mark Carney who wants to scrap it. Well, yeah, what else is new? But that's why Danielle Smith said what she said. Because when so-called progressive men see a strong woman, they can't stand it. But yeah, they're supposed to be the male feminist in the room. It's really funny. Now, what else is interesting in this is, where did Mark Carney get the energy from? Would he go down to the White House and go to the cabinet and find some medication that Joe Biden used to take, perk himself up? Or maybe he met his son Hunter and got some cocaine. I don't know what he took, but man, he's got some energy all of a sudden. Guy thinks he's a comedian now. But Danielle Smith clapped back, and she showed why you don't mess with her, because, again, she doesn't take any crap. She's feisty. And she's not going to sit down and bow down like every other premier seems to, especially ours here in Ontario, Doug Ford, who's basically a liberal. Let's be honest. But this is what we need. We need our premiers to stand up to this guy, because he's a clown who now thinks he's a comedian. Oh yeah, scrap, that's a bad idea. Yeah, all your ideas are bad. Name a good idea he has. Yeah, but he's different than Justin Trudeau. He advised Justin Trudeau, and Trudeau took his advice a lot, and so did Chrystia Freeland when they shut down our bank accounts. Not our belly, that mine didn't get shut down. I didn't donate any money, but that being said, those who did were at risk of having their bank accounts frozen, and this asshole is the one who advised it. Yeah, this guy just thinks, oh, I can just take shot at our premier. Yeah, that's a really good way to keep us united. Remember when progressive men and women would say things like, oh, the other side's so divisive, conservatives are so divisive. I don't see Pierre Poilievre going around taking shots at premiers. But this guy does. Very interesting how that works. So this is the game plan, basically. If you're a quote-unquote progressive man, just say you're progressive, and then you could say mean things to women and get away with it. You can make women the butt of the joke, but it's fine because you're a progressive liberal man. I tell you, modern leftism or liberalism, whatever it's not even real liberalism, but modern liberalism, it's not even an ideology, it's a disease. I mean, something's got to be real wrong with you if you think that this guy, who, by the way, if Pierre Poilievre said anything like that, misogynist, sexist, or whatever ist word they can find. But when the Liberal does it, it's A-okay. Because again, you just got to say, hey, I'm not progressive, and then just say unprogressive shit, and everyone believes you. At least on the left, anyway. It's unbelievable. But either way, let me know. I think Danielle Smith has a great response, absolutely torching Mark Carney, and I hope she keeps it up because she's fantastic. But let me know what you guys think. Please don't be shy. Please also don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps grow the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back shortly with a new one.